There's a crack that runs all the way through this cave.
It's a long and narrow walk inside the Florida Caverns State Park.
Those are soda straws up there.
Yep.
But for Florida State University graduate student Darrel Tremaine, there's no better place to be than underground.
Why not? I don't know anybody else that actually gets paid to go play and get dirty inside of a cave.
Tremaine and his team study underground rock formations to learn more about the weather thousands of years ago. As it turns out, stalagmites, the rock formations that rise from the floor of a cave, are in fact excellent record keepers.
Not a whole lot goes on inside the rock once it's formed, and so it's kind of archived there. And once we have an idea of what's going on inside the cave as far as ventilation and water chemistry, then we have an idea of how to interpret the records that are locked up in those things.
By examining the trace elements deposited in stalagmites, Tremaine can determine a great deal. For instance, the temperature inside the cave when the stalagmites were forming, the type of vegetation that was growing above the cave, the ventilation patterns inside the cave, and whether the weather was cold, warm, or hot during a particular span of time.
The idea is that we would like to be able to predict with some kind of certainty what the rainfall patterns are going to look like in North Florida over the next 10, 50, or 100 years. In order to have an idea of where we're going, the easiest way to do that is to look back and see where we've been.
The only problem? You have to remove the stalagmite from the cave to properly analyze it. Tremaine and his team were given permission to remove these two stalagmites from another cave, only if they would replace them. They created the duplicates right here at Florida State's Master Craftsman Studios.
It will be as if we were never there.
The real stalagmites will be analyzed at FSU's National High Magnetic Field Laboratory.
And what we're trying to do is figure out how the ventilation in a cave changes the climate records that are captured in the stalagmites that we look at.
Most people don't know a lot about caves, it's the unknown. When you go down to a cave, it's like a different world, it's almost like a different planet down here. And time stands still down in the cave, and you look at some of these formations and they're thousands of years old, and they tell a story.
Park Service Specialist Billy Bailey says the research will provide an invaluable service for everyone.
To have the universities and folks like Darrel to come in and put their time in to get a deeper understanding of the resources we have here is magnificent. As park rangers, we can't protect a resource if we don't understand it.
Tremaine and his team are the first to do this in the southeastern United States. He says he feels very confident all of their hard work will soon pay off. For Florida State University, I'm Vanessa Wynn.